Hey YouTube, welcome to the chaos. How's 2024 going for everybody on this Friday? Man, I just wanted to check in here. I thought I'd do it guns coast to coast style, like totally like doxing yourself in front of a store that everybody can find on the map or whatever. You got to get and plus there's the Chinese reference. We got to segue into the Chinese situation while we're at it. But the hits keep on coming in 2024. And it's concerning is not the word. It's just pretty amazing where we're at now at this time. Like, did everybody feel the earthquake? I got on the Twitter this morning. It was like earthquake hits the Northeast, like whatever, New Jersey, New York. Everybody's shaking. I'm like, wow, how big was this thing? Oh, it was 4.8. And in all fairness, a 4.8 in the way the ground works and the water in the ground and just the type of terrain and the way your fault lines work, like it makes sense. It feels different out there than it does out here because a 4.8 out here doesn't resonate really unless you're like right on top of it. Dry, lower, water table, all that stuff factors into it. So we'll give them a pass on some of the panic, and apparently it was one of the, I haven't had one that big in a very long time, apparently, like that as far as records go. So everybody there's not used to it to begin with. If anybody's in that area, tell me how you felt about it. But I saw some video, things were falling off shelves, like it was shaking, so no doubt it probably it'll wake you up, right? But that's interesting. So that's right before the eclipse, and now everybody's really on edge. Like, what's really going on? And we are told to watch the skies for signs. And that's appropriate. But some people are taking it a little bit too far. Because while you watch the sky for signs, it doesn't mean you ascertain automatically what it means. And that's the problem with a lot of people, is they jump automatically to, well, it means this. Well, were you tying that to? You're just making it up. That's what it is. So lots of that going on these days. Dad on YouTube has decided to just drop a whole slew of videos on his channel this week, and I've just been having a hard time keeping up. But go check out Dad. He's just knocking it out. And we're here on Friday evening, and it's like we had snow all day. Winter has decided to hang around again. The ground was white earlier this morning. And it, snowed on and off, but it was so warm it still melted. It's trying to snow again. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. So my garden work is not getting effectively taken care of like it should. So that's a negative. Something we haven't talked about. We might be able to talk about it tomorrow on the Silver Saturdays. The price of gold, record highs every hour practically now. It's bumping up against something. $15, $20 moves are like the norm. It's almost at 2,400, or it has gotten, I think it's went above 2,350. And it's I don't know, we'll see what happens Monday, but we'll talk a little bit about that on Silver Saturday if I could get that put together and discuss what it means to you and what you can do with it, or what should we do with it, especially because in concern to silver. But it's just a symbol of the failure of the dollar. It's not that gold is really more valuable. It's not used for more things. It's just money, and the dollar is just not really money. So it takes a lot of things that not money to get money, if that makes sense. That's really a way to break it down and to think about it. But yeah, and here comes the snow on cue. I don't know if it shows up on the camera or not, but it just blew in a little bit. But I hope everybody's had a good week. I don't think we checked in since, what was it, Tuesday? We checked in with y'all. But yeah, Dad's really throwing all kinds of stuff around. It's hard to keep up. I did see that Diorce has become famous, the deer horse. He's famous on TV and stuff, tracking down murderers and people that are killing people and stuff. That was pretty crazy. Did a video. So this is kind of, I guess, my Friday rundown of what I saw on YouTube this week. But everybody getting ready for the eclipse and the impacts out there in the east there for you folks. The economic situation is continuing to rise up. What was the interest rates thing? The jobs report came out today. The jobs report. Jobs 330,000, great jobs number they're saying and everything. And then people look into the numbers and it's like, well, there's no full-time jobs basically, no manufacturing jobs, and it's all mostly part-time workers. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you can say it's jobs. It's not like anything that's really going to get anybody anywhere. There was a story report came out that pretty much anywhere in America, you have to make 6 figures to get a medium priced house at this time. And if anybody knows anything, the average median salary is not 6 figures. So unless you're making over 100K, and if most places you need to be making 120, 130 to afford even the median priced house in that area, in any state. Doesn't matter where you're at. Montana, West Virginia, doesn't matter. That's crazy. That is just legit craziness. And it's like, we want to talk about the poors. Like we're all poor. I think we said this a while back. Like, unless you're making 250,000, you're in the poor list now in kind of my eyes. In Guns Coast to Coast tier level of poors, you might be in level 2, but the rest of us down here at level 1. Maybe we're on 2. I guess minimum wage fast food workers are at level 1, who are being phased out. Was another thing that came up this week. Who all's closing? And a bunch of places are converting, obviously, to robots. And the 99-cent stores are closing up shop completely. I think it's called 99 Cents Always or something is the name of the store chain. One of the 99-cent chains. Gone. Done. Shutting down. Starting now. So nothing's affordable. So, it's just more of the same. That slow burn creeps up on, one day it's just one thing after another. Pretty soon you turn around and everything's too expensive to afford. You can't get in a house and you can't get a job. It's full time that pays enough to afford anything, because all that stuff adds up, right? As Dad says, I hope the decisions you're making are working out for you, because it's kind of hard to make the decisions necessary with all just slow rolling, continuing, increasing. Dad talked about foregoing his vacation, at least at the theme park. He took a cheaper, more affordable vacation, which it all makes sense. Like, are there people out there not making hard decisions right now? I guess where my ultimate question goes. Are there people out there not seeing any? I mean, of us people, the poor people, 250,000 and less, right? Let's just put it in that bracket just for discussion. Because we know people at a certain point, you can just have money and just do whatever you want, because you can always buy your way out of anything. But are there people out there actually not making hard decisions? Like we talked about, this is spring break, I guess. Last week, this week, whatever, depends on where you're at. Are there people not deciding not to do that type of vacation and staying home? Working on their garden, maybe, if it's not snowing. It's just one thing after the other. And from my view, in my circles, mostly the work circle, sometimes the other social community event circle, people are in tune. They're not gonna say you need to bunker in and do this or that, but they are saying that things are too expensive and they don't understand how people are making it, and if they've made a decision about something, they might say something. But there is just one thing after the other that becomes less and less affordable on a daily basis. It's not a joking matter. It's funny. You laugh not to cry about it. But I just thought I'd check in and discuss a little bit of that. We'll try to check in with you tomorrow on Silver Saturday and maybe hit a little bit about the stack and what these prices might mean for us and you and yours and me and mine. We're gonna get some Chinese. So y'all be good, YouTube. Prep hard. Stay out of the snow. Live free. Or go play in the snow. That's living freer.